What if one simple deal between two college students changed both of their lives forever? That's exactly what happens in Off-Campus Episode 1, titled The Deal. No fake scenes, no made-up drama. This is the real story from the episode. Let's break down everything that happens. The episode begins at Briar University, where we meet Hannah Wells, a talented music student. Hannah is smart, hardworking, and focused on keeping her scholarship. She works multiple campus jobs just to stay afloat financially, and she's determined not to let anything distract her from her future. At the same time, we're introduced to Garrett Graham, the university's biggest hockey star. On the ice, Garrett is confident and unstoppable. But in the classroom, things are completely different. He's struggling with his grades, and if they don't improve, his hockey career at the university could be in serious trouble. Their first meeting is completely unexpected. While working at the hockey arena, Hannah accidentally walks into the men's locker room at the worst possible moment and ends up seeing Garrett coming out of the shower. It's awkward, embarrassing, and definitely not the first impression either of them expected. The next day, they discover they're both in the same philosophy class. When the professor returns the latest assignment, Garrett gets a terrible grade. Hannah, on the other hand, scores near the top of the class. Garrett immediately realizes she might be the only person who can help him pass. After class, Garrett approaches Hannah and asks if she'll tutor him. Hannah doesn't even think about it. She politely but firmly says no. Garrett refuses to give up. He keeps trying to convince her, but Hannah isn't interested. She already has enough responsibilities with school, work, and protecting her scholarship. Meanwhile, we learn more about Hannah's personal life. She has a crush on a fellow student named Justin Cole, but she's far too shy to make the first move. Every time she gets the chance to talk to him, she loses her confidence. As if that isn't enough, Hannah also learns that budget cuts could put her scholarship at risk. The pressure keeps building, and she's forced to think carefully about every decision she makes. Garrett still isn't ready to accept no for an answer. Instead of asking again, he comes up with a completely different idea. He offers Hannah a deal. If Hannah agrees to tutor him and help him pass philosophy, Garrett will pretend to be her boyfriend in public. His popularity on campus might make Justin finally notice her. At first, the idea sounds ridiculous. Why would anyone fake a relationship just to get someone else's attention? Hannah thinks Garrett is joking, but Garrett is completely serious. For him, passing philosophy means staying eligible to play hockey. For Hannah, pretending to date the most popular guy on campus could finally give her the confidence to talk to Justin. Both of them have something to gain. Even so, Hannah doesn't agree immediately. She spends time thinking about everything that's happening in her life. Between her financial worries, her crush on Justin, and Garrett's desperate situation, she realizes this strange arrangement might actually help both of them. By the end of the episode, Hannah finally says yes. The deal is officially on. She'll tutor Garrett. Garrett will pretend to be her boyfriend. Neither of them realizes that this fake relationship is about to change everything. What starts as a simple agreement based on convenience slowly becomes something much deeper. But in episode 1, they're only focused on achieving their own goals. And that's exactly what makes this first episode so enjoyable. Instead of rushing into romance, the show takes its time introducing both characters, showing their struggles, and giving believable reasons for why they agree to such an unusual arrangement. Episode 1 ends with both Hannah and Garrett stepping into a deal that seems temporary, but viewers already know it's the beginning of a much bigger love story. And that's the complete, real breakdown of Off-Campus Season 1, Episode 1. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the full breakdown of Episode 2.